a new girlfriend. I know. She cute. FDF Fab. You killed it. We finally have an angle kit, boys. FDF Fab sent us not only that, but also dual caliper brackets for the Z. These are much better than my Lexus's. It's about time we go ahead and get an angle kit for at least one of my cars. This kit is gonna give me about 55 degrees of angle, which is really kind of, it's not too much because crab walking and reverse entries are cool, so I'm not gonna say it's too much, but I'm very excited to be able to do this. They offer this kit, they offer the Mantis and the Mega Mant. I didn't want to go to Wise Crab. I don't really, I don't need that much angle. Nobody really needs that much angle, but it is what it is. I decided to go with the Mantis kit, and I'm super excited to use it. FDF makes incredible products. They make a lot of stuff for Nissans. So if you guys will do me a favor, a huge one, just go to the link in the description that I have for you and just go check them out. Just browse through. They make a ton of stuff. And before I even put them on, I can tell you right now, it's gonna be the best bang for your buck. So we've obviously got a lot of things. This replaces my entire front suspension geometry pretty much. So we've got a little bit to do, but before I do that, if you guys don't remember, I need to roll and pull the fenders on the Z. So for one, this is going to give me a fatter track width out front. So I'm gonna be able to adjust that. Two, the rear is like slammed. It's fine, but it's rubbing big time. So we're gonna go ahead and roll the fenders. Okay, turned out great. Really stoked about it. It should fit the wheel really well. I'm gonna do the fronts a little bit later. Sorry, bud. We need to see how much I need to pull. I mean, I might have enough track width out front now to where I won't need a spacer, and I might need a body kit out front. Let's go ahead and install this angle kit. I have all of the arms off. So basically what this is going to replace is the whole lower control arm. That lower control arm right there, that rear one, and then another one that's already out, which is right there. Two of those little control arms. It's really not complicated, but it might take me a while. Thankfully, Chris is gonna come over today. Might have a little bit of help. The only thing I have left to do now is take the ball and joint off of the tie rod, or just completely remove inner and outer tie rod pieces, and then that's all that's going to be replaced. I'm finding it a little difficult. I don't have anything that's like, I haven't found out exactly what to use yet, but that'll come off, and the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory.
2 hours later.
So sadly, it has been I would say a couple hours. I got everything apart except for the inner tie rod. This inner tie rod is being a pain in the booty hole. This tie rod is torqued on with the wrath of God. So I decided to come to the parts store and rent a there's literally an inner tie rod tool in existence. I do want to say though, every single car that I've built, I've never used a lift. Think of all of the crazy things I'm going to be able to do with a lift and a garage full of incredibly useful tools. I am so ready to get this house.
A few moments later.
Okay, so listen guys, I'm a beast. I took one more look at it and I was like, I'm gonna grab some channel locks and I'm gonna give it my like 100% max bench day, big rep, Evan strength. We got it. At least that's done, and now we continue on with the process. So now we're at least to the point where we can start getting some stuff together. I haven't really showed you guys this kit yet, but it is really, really cool. It's pretty simple. You have a few things to kind of screw together. This kit is really, really cool. It's really well fabricated. The FDF story is really awesome. It's a dude in Canada who drifts all the time and just basically built his own business from scratch and now competes with huge companies and has better angle than most companies and also better prices. So yeah, I do need to go back to the store now to get a ball joint separator or something to separate the tie rod from the hub. So that's a bummer. Another dilemma, but hey, we're gonna get it figured out tonight.
What I do, what I do, da da do, da da do. What I do, what I do.
I've used a lot of force and said some choice words that I'm not super proud of, but hey, got it, baby. Thanks to this pickle Rick. Actually, it's not even is this technically still a pickle fork? It's a ball joint separator. We're gonna hit one, smack the bulgeebles out of this thing, and now it should be fine to go ahead and smack straight into this. It is super late right now. We're gonna get this installed tonight, and I'm gonna try it out tonight. So, just cross your fingers for us. That would be good. At least Chris has joined me to bask in my confusion, but I think we'll be good this time. Oh boy, you hit my Evo, swear to oh God, bro. Yo, dude. Check this out. What size do you think this is? Like the biggest you've ever seen? Chris had this crazy idea that we find a nut, or we find a bolt, and then we screw a nut onto that bolt to use that as a Torx. So this is a 14, and now we're gonna use that 14 to screw that in. Good job, dude. See, I told you guys, as soon as I get another set of eyes, things will hopefully look up. So on the passenger side, I ran out of threads in the steering rack. The steering rack's kind of weird in these cars, and it can happen. So the other one worked fine, this one didn't. So I made my own, if you can see, I made my own washer that goes around it, and I threaded it on. And it's almost on there all the way, but yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so one problem we've had is this was shaking, and now that I made my own spacer or washer, it is totally fine. So it's secure, and we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in, and this side will be completely done as soon as I go ahead and tighten everything down. I can't wait to show you the angle. It's ridiculous. All right, both sides are done. Let's see, we've had a couple issues, and okay, lock. Try the other way. Should bump the coil over. Should give the BCs a little bit of love tap. Gives a love tap. Let's try this side. Okay, that's good lock. And coilover bump. Woo-hoo-hoo. I didn't like align the car yet, but I have the exact same like threads available on each side, so they should match. I'm gonna have to align it, but I want to get the wheels on and I just want to see at least how much it pokes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to like pull the fenders or buy a wide body for the front. Oh, Chris, I can't wait till you see this. Look at this poke. It's got a lot of camber too. Dude, look at this. Oh my God. Yeah. Holy angle, bro. Holy crap. Oh my God, look at the fitment though.
It's not bad.
That's definitely gonna rub, and I for sure need to pull the fronts. But like, what's the other side? Is it both good? Both good, both good? All right, so the camber's about, we did a pretty good job. I just had to do a little toe alignment on the fly, and now that we're done with that, I'm gonna take it for a spin. Well, the Z is dead, so we're jumping it with the Lexus. Okay, cool. You can't even hear this car start up.
A few moments later.
So I don't know if you guys can hear this little clicky sound, but I'm pretty sure I destroyed my wheel bearing. Yeah, so we can't go out tonight. Damn, boy, look at that angle. So that's the following wheel, and then you've got the leading wheel over here with even more. It's so hard to see, but dude, this is so freaking exciting. So we still have some more to repair on this side, I think, but at least we have mad skid angle, boys. Well, guys, that was a really eventful day. I wish you guys could actually know how long I worked on the car, but it's okay, because you guys get the little short condensed version. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to get this sucker tuned, and then early next week, getting it painted. It's gonna be awesome. See you later. I almost completely forgot to the advice of the day. Even though I don't have pants on anymore, I can still give you guys some advice. I would say, especially with how the day went, I spent all day long, and to do all that, got really excited to drive it and couldn't. Sometimes life just seems like you're chasing your tail, and you always seem like you might be in last place. I can relate to that. I feel like I'm always getting things last or just falling behind somebody somehow, or somehow insufficient. But what I want to say is, just because you were losing in 7th inning does not mean the game is over. Because you're losing in 3rd quarter, you're behind a few points in 3rd quarter, the game's not over. So give it your all. I know all I had was a broken Z, but like, I'm kind of bummed that things are... Wait, did I say that? Wheel bearing's bad, and maybe the coilover. Okay, bye. 2 videos. I got you 2 videos right in front of you. What you gotta do is watch both, or one or both, but both work for me actually better. Watch both of the videos.